so today I'll be teaching you how to do a volleyball set. So before we begin, let's ensure that we are in our proper sporting attire and sporting shoes. So if you want to set like this,
pass.
then let's get ready to learn. So being able to set well is a fundamental skill in volleyball. In games, if the spiker is able to communicate well with the setter, they will be able to communicate well and perform and bring the team to a better winning shot in a volleyball match.
At the same time, did you choose? And Schwartz has chosen the wrong one.
Without further ado, let's go ahead with the key coaching points to do a volleyball set. So the volleyball set is simple. It follows the acronym HELP. So if you follow these acronyms, it will help you to better learn your volleyball set. So for the first letter, it is H. So H would mean that your hands should be in a triangle position. So it will look like this when you hold the volleyball. When you are holding the volleyball, you want to imagine that you are pouring a huge jug of water over your head, and then this will help better position your hands. The second letter is E, which stands for elbows bent. So when you're doing the volleyball set, you want to ensure that your elbows are bent. The third letter stands for L, which is for your legs to be bent. So when you're doing the volleyball set, you want to ensure that your legs are bent and your dominant foot is placed in front of your other foot. So for the last part is to ensure that your legs and hands push together at the same time when performing the volleyball set. Can you name out the key coaching points? Let's go on to the drills. The first drill that we're going to do is called baby setting. So during this drill, you'll want to perform fast-paced and short volleyball sets towards the wall. For this drill, ensure that you are 3 steps away from the wall, and then what you're going to do is to perform short and fast-paced sets to the wall. Your aim for this drill is to get 10 consecutive sets with the set. If you are having any trouble with 10, you try for 5, and if you are already progressing ahead, aim for 15. Okay, now moving on to the second drill, which is the actual setting. What we are going to do is to position ourselves 5 steps away from the wall, and we are going to perform the volleyball sets with the key coaching points in mind. So we want to aim for 5 consecutive sets. If you are progressing ahead, you can take a step further away from the wall, or you can aim for 10 consecutive sets. Or if you're having trouble with 5 consecutive sets, try to stand closer to the wall and try to get 5 consecutive sets. Okay, now for the third drill, we are going to do a harder variation of the previous drill. So for this drill, what we are going to do is to set the ball to ourselves vertically upwards, catch the ball, and then set to the wall right after. For this drill, we want to aim for 5 consecutive sets, and if you are progressing ahead, try to hit for 10 consecutive sets, and if you're having trouble with it, try to stand closer to the wall. Now for the last drill, we are going to do a progression of the third drill. Instead of catching the ball, we are now going to aim to try to set the ball continuously right after we set to ourselves. So it will look something like this. This drill, we want to aim for 5 consecutive sets, and if you are progressing ahead, try to aim for 10. Or if you are struggling to do it in a continuous motion, you can try to go back to the third drill where we catch the ball before setting back to the wall. Remember that we can always go back to the previous drills if we need more practice, and we should always keep the key coaching points HELP in mind when performing the volleyball set. If you are practicing alone, what you can do is to video yourself doing the volleyball set and check against the key coaching points to compare your form to the key coaching points to see if there are any room for improvements. All in all, learning a new skill takes a lot of practice and time. I'm sure that with enough practice, you will be able to master the volleyball set in no time. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you have learned some new tips and tricks on how to perform the volleyball set.